Hello, and welcome back to this week's edition of Kpsn. Our spring athletes are finding the home stretch of their seasons heating up, along with the temperatures, as we finally get a few days that feel very much like the summer we have been long awaiting. We have several teams in a heated race for the Hawk Championship, and the home stretch of the spring season is sure to be action-packed. The King Philip girls lacrosse team is in a battle with Franklin for the Hawk title. The girls have an 8-1 record in the Hawk, with their only loss coming to a tough matchup on Monday to an undefeated Panthers team. Going into the end of their season, they are using the drive from the loss in hopes to take down Natick today at home. A big win tonight would shift the tide for the Warriors by giving them confidence for their last 3 games of the season. A strong defense is key to success in a team's push to make a run in the playoffs, as the offense has been on fire all season. The team has 4 players that are in the top 10 for the Hawk in points, which is most by any other team. One final push from the squad will ensure a playoff run for the girls. The boys lacrosse team rolled last week with 3 key Hawk wins over Foxborough, Canton, and North Attleboro. After an impressive 9-8 win over North last Friday, they take on the best team in the league, Franklin, on Monday. After a slow start, the boys fell to an impressive Panthers team 13-6. Despite trailing 5-0 early, the boys fought hard until the end. James Boldy made several key saves to keep the team in the game, while Ben Riggs and Sean Crowther led the offense statistically against a tough Franklin defense. After a few strong practices, the boys look to get back on track against Medway today and improve their record to 9-2. KP sits in second place in the Hockomock League, right behind Franklin. KP's remaining schedule is difficult, with games against Medway, Norwell, North Attleboro, and Bridgewater Raynham. As long as the boys can continue to play with poise and confidence, they are good for a high seed in the D2 state tournament.
Played Medway today. It's a big game for us. They're a pretty good team, but overall we're definitely better. We lost them by 1 last year in a tough one, but we expect to defeat them this year and then hopefully roll through them. And then next week we have a pretty big week again. We have like Milford and Bridgewater Raynham. We're just trying to get to that 10-win mark and then build from there. And we're looking pretty good right now for the state tournament, so we're excited for that.
Our King Philip Warriors softball team continues to roll as they have their eyes set on the Hawk title. While currently undefeated in the Hawk, the girls have an overall record of 14-2 and are looking strong in the back end of their season. While only allowing 36 runs all season, this week the girls were able to take down the powerhouse Taunton for the 2nd time this year and followed that up with a confident win over Mansfield on Wednesday. The girls are looking to stay consistent, as they have shown they have the capabilities to blow out any team they face. With 6 games remaining, the girls look to stay undefeated in the Hawk and prove that they are the team to beat heading into the playoffs. These girls head to Cumberland today at 3:45, looking to continue their streak.
Monday night we beat defending state champs Taunton in a 10-inning game, and it was a very exciting win for us. It was a tough game, but we pulled through, and now we're top in the Hawk, and we hope to stay there.
Although it was a big win, we have a lot of big games coming up, so still a lot of work to do this season.
We have to keep working hard at practice every day. We have senior night on Monday, so that'll give us energy going into the tournament.
Our baseball team pulled off a huge upset, beating a stacked Taunton team. After a 2-loss week, to North and Franklin, the boys came out firing against Taunton, winning 5-2, beating the number 2 team in the state. Senior pitcher Quinn Garska threw 6 solid innings, only allowing 2 earned runs with 5 strikeouts. The team's bats were also on fire as they combined for 8 big hits in the win. They took a tough loss on Wednesday in a 2-1 game against Mansfield. However, the boys are in an outstanding 10-6 on the season and have clinched a playoff spot for the postseason.
The team looks good overall too. The bats are there, just cleaning up in the field a little bit. Pitching's there as well, and hopefully we can carry that on for the season.
The boys tennis team had a challenging schedule this week with 4 back-to-back meets. They are hovering around 500 with wins and losses and look to have a strong finish to the season. They are currently in 3rd place in the Hawk behind Franklin and Mansfield. The boys will play at home against Milford on Monday. The girls team is also in 3rd behind Franklin and Attleboro in a very tough race. The girls will end their regular season in a few weeks with back-to-back games against Franklin and are hoping to gather some solid momentum leading up to that challenge. Our volleyball team is home today against Bellingham after beating Dighton Rehoboth 3-0 earlier this week. Team captain Dani Alexandre says the team is making improvements every week and are feeling confident that they can finish out the season with a string of wins.
I think one thing that we're doing is getting better each game. We started really tough, a lot of freshmen and sophomores, so it took a while for them to get used to the rotations and positions, but now we're beating the teams that we lost from the past, and the team's really on an upward slope right now. Right now, I think our biggest strength is our attacking power and our fundamentals, just covering when somebody's going up for a block or a spike, and we have a lot of good hitters, including Carson and Ben, who are both really good hitters, so hopefully with that, we can make a deep run in the playoffs. I really believe that this team can make playoffs. I think we can beat a lot of the teams that we lost to before, so hopefully we just get into practice and get working and get better each game.
Our Warrior Track and Field team hosted Attleboro this past Tuesday. Unfortunately, it was a tough loss for both the guys and the girls team. Although it was tough to lose, our Warriors still had a great time hosting a senior night for the class of 2022. We had a lot of outstanding performances from both our seniors and the underclassmen. On the boys' side, these great performances included Noah Hurd and Colin Mahoney placing 1st and 2nd in the 800, and sophomore Luca Gardini placing 1st in the 400 hurdles with a time of 62 seconds.
So this week we faced Attleboro for our last dual meet of the season. This meet I ran the 800 meter against one of my good teammates, Noah Hurd, and I fell just short to him. It was a good race overall though. This week was also senior night. I really enjoyed it. It was a good last goodbye for all of our seniors, and looking forward for Hawks next week.
Last meet, I ran the 110 hurdles. I came in 2nd, it was okay. And I ran the 400 hurdles too, came in 1st, 2 seconds off my PR, but I still won. I'm running the 110 hurdles and the 400 hurdles at Hawks. I'm hoping for a top 3 position in both. And I'm running the 4x4 with Noah Hurd, Colin Mahoney, and Nate Gephardt.
On the girls' side, junior Kate Bubin won the 2-mile run with a time of 12:43, and freshman Dani Lomuscio got 1st in the mile with an impressive time of 5:39.
And I ran the 2-mile and I came in 1st with a time of 12:43. Wasn't my PR, but we tried our best.
And then I ran the mile on Tuesday. I got 1st with a time of 5:38.
And we have Hawks coming up and we're running the 2-mile together.
We're excited to push ourselves and get good times.
The class of 2022 was instrumental in our Warriors' success this year on and off the field of play. This senior group of athletes is full of incredible leaders with extreme passion for their sports. With numerous athletes preparing to take their talents to the next level, we are extremely proud of our seniors and the work they have put in throughout their high school careers.
So we both ran in the 800 versus Attleboro. It was our senior night. Honestly, this kid, he thought he could beat me, but I do have the experience. I've never lost to him, and I still will never lose to him. So it's just clear that I'm a better runner.
Well, that's actually weird, Mr. Hurdle, because at the beginning of the race, I was right behind you, and you gave me a little shove. Oh. And at that time, I was in the back for the rest of the race, and I got an unfair advantage, and I still almost beat you.
Let's just say I did not give him a shove. It was very windy. He might have fallen back a little bit. I know he's pretty small, so the wind just might have blew him off the track. I don't know. He's dropped the baton before, so I can definitely see him losing the race and then making an excuse.
Yeah, so like, how's your 400 time? Is it like the same as mine? Mr. Experience?
Actually, I'm currently first in the Hawk, so
I am currently third in the Hawk.
I don't know what this kid's talking about. I'm first in the Hawk. Like, he can like pipe down a little bit.
Game 5 for the Celtics was a thriller for sure, but unfortunately they lost to the Bucks 110-107. Jason Tatum finished with 34 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists, but the team just couldn't get it done. Game 6 is in the Garden tonight, and we will find out how the team will handle pressure in this do-or-die situation. This has been an epic battle for these two teams, and the fans are hopeful that the team can hang on for a Game 7.
You got to get Tatum and Brown going, keep that defense, stay out of foul trouble. Rob back will be huge. I think you got to start getting Grant on Giannis, because Horford was struggling a little bit. But he's hitting his shots. It's just all about making threes. I mean, they're kicking out, getting open shots, just not hitting. And Tatum's got to use his mid-range game because he's struggled a little bit. When he falls in love with the long ball, they just need him. I mean, he's the man for them. So play through Tatum, get other guys going. Jalen, the second guy, when they go to the bench, they got to be on. And I don't think the Bucks are good enough without Chris Middleton. So if the Celtics just play their game, keep that defense up, they should easily come out on top.
Boston fans have always been people with trust in their teams. Boston sports are an integral part of life in New England, and few teams around the country have the history the Red Sox have. The team is last in their division, even below the Orioles, who have historically been abysmal. The Red Sox continue to have problems producing runs and holding leads when or if they can get one. Pitching seems to be the main issue, which was not helped by Chris Sale continuing to be injured. Fans are worried that if things don't turn around soon, the team will fall too far behind to make a respectable playoff run. Alex Cora has hope though, and has shaved his beard to try to inspire the team. We shall see. And that does it for us this week. We'll be back next week with all the updates. Good luck to all of our Warrior athletes competing this weekend. Get out there and catch a game.